Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions on Betcraft. It's another very beautiful Tuesday morning, another day, and once again, we are back with our predictions right on this very channel. Always what we do, looking at football games that are happening across the globe, and also getting the statistics on each of these teams, and also using that statistics to make verdicts on the matches before bringing it forward for you. All right, that's what we do on a daily basis. All right, yesterday we tried our big odds yesterday, and we saw that it's actually good to, once in a while try those big odds. We saw the likes of, Alta and Lavenga yesterday winning, and it is actually a very big order, both three odds. And the other one also, Oslan almost won against Lillestrøm, although they ended up playing a 2-2 draw. But we saw Lillestrøm coming, back on two occasions to equalize. We expected the home win, but it didn't happen. But there's no harm in trying anyway. So today again we have our games lined up, and we'll be looking at this matches one after the other. And we but before we do that, we'll be asking those of us who are coming across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe, take our time to hit the button right now so that you won't be missing out on our games that will always come up on this very channel, football predictions that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. All right, that being said, without further ado, we head to the business of today, and we'll be starting our predictions with the very first match. It is in Spanish Copa del Rey, where we have Real Madrid who will be facing Real Sociedad. Okay, when we look at Madrid, the stats for Madrid says that Madrid have won 4 games in the last 6 matches. They've also lost 2 games out of those. In away side, as Sociedad have won just once, but have had 2 draws. Losing 3 matches in the last 6 games that they have so far. All right, when you look at how they fared on home and away basis, you can see that Madrid have actually won 8 games from home in the last 10 home matches. They've actually had a draw as well as 1 loss. That loss was actually in a game against Barcelona where they lost by 5-2. And away side, Real Sociedad playing from away in the last 10 away games have won just 2 games and a draw, but have also lost 7 times out of the last 10 away games. That tells you they do not do very well in when playing from away. Also bear in mind the last time both these met in the first leg of this very encounter saw Madrid beating this very side by 1-0, and we always also expect Madrid to win against this very side, seeing that Madrid have actually dominated the last 5 head-to-head meetings between these two sides, winning 4 times out of 5, and so they're winning just once from home on that occasion. But now Madrid will be playing from home. Also, we expect a win for the home side in this very one. So home win outrightly. That's what value for that very game. All right, and that takes us to the next. It is in Italy, Italia Coppa Italia, where we have Empoli who will be facing Bologna. All right, Empoli have only managed 3 draws out of the last 6 games, and they've also lost 3 matches out of the last 6 matches. And away side Bologna, on the other hand, have won 5 games out of the last 6 games. Losing just 1. I tell you that Bologna is in fine form at the moment. All right. When you look at how they fared on a home and away basis, you could see that the Empoli side have actually won just once, but have also lost. They've also had 2 draws, but have lost 7 games in the last 10 home appearances. All right, we saw them losing the last 3 home games that they had. Saw them losing out all of the 3 games. All right, and Bologna on the other hand have won 4 games, and they've also had 5 draws in the last 10 away games, and have had just 1 loss in the last 10 away matches. All right, the last time both teams met was actually in January, and they had a 1-1 draw. Prior to that, we saw them playing each other a 1-1 draw once again. That was in August of last year. And in this very one, we'll be giving it to the away side, Bologna, who we know that are doing very well at the moment, and we'll see that they've won 5 games in the last 6 matches. We expect to see the away side winning in this very one. I will win out shortly. That's what value for that very encounter. All right, the next is in Northern Ireland Premier League, where we have Linfield who will be facing Crusaders. All right, when we look at the stats for Linfield, it is 5 wins out of 6 games. They've also had 1 loss, and the Crusaders on the other hand have won 4 matches, 1 draw, but have also lost 1 against in the last 6 matches that they have so far. All right, when you look at how this team performed from home and away perspective, you can see playing from home, Linfield actually have won 8 matches in the last 10 home games. They've also had 2 losses. All right, and the away side, the Crusaders have been able to achieve 5 victories and a draw in the last 10 away games. They've also lost 4 matches out of those 10 away matches that they have so far. All right, when you look at on the performances on head-to-head basis, you can see that Linfield have actually been quite dominant of this very tie, winning 7 times out of 10. As a matter of fact, the last 7 meetings for both sides saw Linfield winning each time. All right, and the last meeting was actually in March. We saw Linfield from away beating this very side by 2 goals to 0 on that occasion, and we'll be expecting Linfield to continue this dominance in this very one, and we expect a win for the home side. It is home side to win out shortly. That's what we expect for that very game. And the next also in the Northern Ireland Premier League, we'll have Dungannon Swift, who will be facing Larne. All right, Dungannon have won 3 and 1 draw, but have also lost 2 matches in the last 6 games that they had so far. And the away side, Larne, have won 3 games and 2 draws, but have also lost 1 out of the last 6 matches. All right, when you look at how these two teams fared on home and away basis, you can see that playing from home, Dungannon Swift have actually managed to achieve 3 victories and 1 draw, but have also lost 6 matches out of the last 10 home matches that they had so far. We saw them losing the last 2 home matches that they had, and the way side Larne have actually been, doing better, winning 6 games in the last 10 away games. They've also had a draw, but have lost 3 matches out of the last 10 away games that they have so far. All right, this is a very strong side, Larne, and out of the last, 4 away games that they had, they've won 3 and 1 draw. And when you look at how this team fared on head-to-head basis, the last time both teams met was actually in February, and Dungannon won from away by 1 goal to 0 against Larne. All right, but prior to that, we saw Larne beating this very side from away once again from that was in December of last year. All right, so we'll be expecting Larne, the away side, to do very well, even though the odds are big. 2.3 odd. We still expect to see the away side taking the day in this very one. So it is away side to win out shortly. That's what we expect for that very encounter. Okay, and the next is in CAF Champions League, where we have Ahly coming up against Hilal. Ahly of Egypt coming up against Hilal of Sudan. All right, in this very one, we could see that Ahly of Egypt in the last 6 games have won 3 and a draw, but have also lost 2 matches. And away side, Hilal have won 4 games and a draw, losing 1 match in the last 6 matches that they have so far. All right, when you take a look at their performances on home and away basis, Ahly, the home side, the Egyptian side, have actually been able to achieve 6 victories and 2 draws, losing just 2 matches in the last 10 home matches that they have so far. And away side, Hilal of Sudan have as well won 7 games and 2 draws. They've lost just once in the last 10 away games. That loss was actually in a match against in a Champions League match against TP Mazembe. And when you look at how this season fared, the last time both teams met was actually in 2023, and Hilal won from home. The Egyptian side won from home on that occasion by 3 goals to 0. And in this one, Hilal also is playing from home, and we'll be expecting a home win in this one. So home win out shortly. That's all valid for that very game. And the last game for the day is also in the CAF Champions League, where we have Pyramids FC of Egypt coming up against FAR Rabat of Morocco. All right, when you look at the Pyramids, they've been doing so exceptionally very well in recent times, winning 4 games and 2 draws in the last 6 games. And our side, the Rabat Morocco side, have actually won 3 games and 2 draws, losing just 1. On home and away perspective, you can say that Pyramid FC have actually won 9 games and a draw in the last 10 home matches. They've been doing so very well, playing from home. And Rabat, on the other hand, have managed to achieve 4 victories from away in the last 10 away games. They've also had 4 draws as well as 2 losses the last 10 away matches that they had. So the last time both teams met was actually in 2023, and Rabat played from home on that occasion, winning by 1 goal to 0 against the Pyramids. But in this one, judging by the form of Pyramid at the moment, we will be expecting Pyramids to do very well against Rabat. We need to win out shortly, and we expect a home win in this very one. All right. That's all valid for that very game, and that brings our predictions for you today on Betcraft to a conclusion. We wish you the very best of luck and hope your ticket goes green. Remember to play responsibly, as these are football matches. Sometimes it may not actually be exactly what it presents. That being said, tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions. Do not miss out, but until that time, keep winning.